May I speak to you of death? What is death? Death is a dead body. See that death is only a dead body, and you'll understand death instantly, and never be perplexed or afraid of it again. The conscious and the unconscious are the two inseparable halves of your being. The conscious half is living, and the unconscious is death. Because you've lost all touch with death, the prospect of death appalls you. The three levels of our being are the conscious where we are awake, the subconscious where we sleep, and the unconscious where we survive death. When you sleep or go unconscious, you merely withdraw into your body, and you can come back. But when you die, the world withdraws from you, pulls the mat from under you, as it were, and lands you completely in the unconscious, from where you can't return. But it's all right, because you discover there is no death, that death indeed is only a dead body. Look around you. Life goes on everywhere, singing and being beautiful, because it knows there is no death, that death is only a dead body. If you are dying at this moment, you can't see yourself as a dead body. If you ever do see your body, obviously you won't be dead. And that is precisely what happens, both to the living and the dead. We always see only a dead body, and it's never us. When you die, you'll become conscious of your dead body in front of you. And wonder of wonders, you will know the simple truth, which you could see now if you really tried, that there is no death for you. There may be a period of unawareness such as occurs in deep sleep. Suddenly, your body with the people around it, the whole death scene, appears in front of you. The world you knew so well as a sort of fixture around your body has moved back, and you are left looking at it, amazed, captivated, unbelieving almost, except that your awareness is so much more real and alive. This is when you see your own body completely separate from yourself. It might not have died yet, you might even see it breathing. But of course you're not looking through the body's eyes. You'll probably notice they're closed anyway. You have no body. You are looking from another place. But you can see, hear, and comprehend all that is going on. At this stage, people have regained consciousness of the body and live to describe the experience. This is an altered state of consciousness brought about by the body and the world moving away and leaving the individual conscious in the unconscious. It is a precious time and a precious gift. Dying is a process of withdrawing into a new life, into a new consciousness. This the living have no awareness of, because they've deliberately turned their backs on it. The dying see that not only do the living not understand death, but no one really wants to. Consequently, the dying cut off from us before they die, as we have cut off from the dead. If the people around the dying understood death by facing up to it before it happens, death would be a very different experience, an ennobling one for all concerned. The dying would communicate and die happily, and the living would know there is no death and live far more happily. Death is the culminating experience of living, the ultimate opportunity to perceive for yourself the whole truth behind existence. When you appear to go unconscious to the world, you are still conscious in yourself. You may perceive your body and the people in the room as I described, but gradually the scene will recede and disappear, and you will no longer be interested in it anyway. Then there is a period of dreaming, but you can't tell the difference between dream and reality anymore, because the only reality you knew, your memory of the world, has now vanished. You are in the subconscious, beneath the memory, and it is as real as being alive again, only different. You may relive events of your life, or live experiences associated with the concepts of heaven and hell, or their equivalent. Finally, you will make the journey through death. Death is frightening because there's nothing in it apart from yourself. It seems interminable because there is no apparent motion. But if you are still, you will be aware that you are stronger, freer, more yourself, more aware than ever of the reality of yourself. You know yourself to be yourself, which while you were alive, you never knew. Dying, like being born, is all done for you. When it starts, you will feel yourself held in a process. You can't stop it any more than you could stop the waves on which you were born. Relax. When it starts, don't try to look outside. Watch all the inner movements and sensations. Focus your full attention there. Much will be going on. Extraordinary things that you couldn't even describe if you could speak. Let the process take you over entirely. Give up. It is all out of your hands. Any feeling you have of something to do or communicate, ignore. It will cause tension. And tension, like fear, will cause you to miss what's going on inside. The purpose of death, the art of dying, is for you to remain conscious within all the time. Fear and panic cause unconsciousness. That's nature's protection. You black out. But then much of the wonder, the pure energy of the experience, is lost to you. Death is a long black passage through to life, to which all that has ever lived returns. If you can find enough love or awareness in yourself, you will stay conscious and realize as you go deeper that you have been here many times before. But if your love is not yet sufficient to keep you awake, you will go unconscious. And when the journey through death is concluded, you will awake in a world equivalent to the love and consciousness you are. You will be more at home than ever before in your life. Either way you go, conscious or unconscious, you still arrive at journey's end. You will then realize that love is the most important thing in life, and that the world of the living exists purely for the demonstration of more love. You will see how far it is from love, and you will want to tell the whole world what you have discovered. But that won't be possible, because you have to discover that and declare it and live it while you live. Everyone must discover the secret of love for themselves. If not before they die, then after. No one can be told. To the extent that you truly loved others on earth, and they you, you will be able to reach them and influence them. But you will find the world of the living a very dead place to try to get through to with the message of true love. However, according to the strength of your love, you will keep trying, until one day in earth time, you return to the world of the living in a new physical body, another fine machine, and spend your life in it endeavoring to recall the mighty lesson you learnt from dying, that love is all. Be joyous as you go. There is no death. You are a player in the rigorous game of living. You can't blame the game if you don't believe the rules or bother to remember them. The first rule of the game is, every player dies. None knows when it's coming. The youngest and the best often go first. Everyone has to play. The game goes on forever, or until you win. You win by finding death before it finds you. The prize is life.